This next lesson is going to be the tiered multi-strand. This is a really cool project. And this one, I'm using cotton cord, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks because, you know, when you first buy cotton cord, usually it's got like some kind of sizing on it, and it can be a little bit stiff like this here. But I'm going to tell you what I do, a little trick to like soften it up. And what I do is I tie an overhand knot around it. And I just put it like in between a couple of pegs, and I just go like kind of like back and forth because just by going back and forth on it, it breaks the sizing that's on it, and it makes it softer. So when you're working with it, so I just like get the whole like piece that I'm working with and just do that to make it softer. And it's really important to do that, especially for the because you'll be making coil knots on the end, and the softer the cord is, the better. So if you can't like get it around like one peg like this, you could use two. Or another thing that I use, just like the leg of a table, that works like probably the best, but I don't have like the leg of a table around here. Or you can like just, you know, work it in your hand just to kind of like get it like unstiff. So the construction is, okay, right now I'm going to do the tubes like I have in the picture here. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 5 strand. So I've got my cord that's 1.5 millimeter. The tubes they have a 2 millimeter holes, and you'll need a clasp with a large hole and then a ring. And so when you're working off the spool, because that's usually, you know, what I do, you have to get the measurement first. So I'm just going to grab this leather here just to, you know, show you like what you need to do just to get the measurement. Oh, the setup, very, very important. Let me move some of this stuff off. So right here, you start counting outward from the middle, right here at 9. And this is where you put your pegs, like to the right and to the left of the 9 here. You need a peg here and a peg here. And let's say I want a 14, 15 inch, because the ring and the clasp is going to add an inch. I already know that. So it needs to be 14 inches. So you count out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on this side, you'll get your other 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this first one is really important. And then you set up, you know, the pegs going down the middle depending on how many tiers you want. It could be like 3, 2. Now I've got a different lesson for the double one. Yeah, nix that. 3, 4, 5, and like you can make it up to 1. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 strands. So what you do is you put and when you're using like beads with curves in them, you need to leave a little bit extra, because you know that curve is going to like come into play when you're like making your necklace. So when this is basically what I do to get the amount of cord that I need. So I just come in here. Yeah, I'll do it slow. So you have to come around the first. Okay, this will be like the first like strand, because if you look at the picture, that the shortest one on the top there is the one that's going across here, and then the second one will be that one. And every time you come around a post, it's like the beginning of the next, like the end of one, the beginning of the other. So this would be like the third one, and then the fourth. So you just like drop down like one time, but you always have to come back over, you know, these guys here, and then you come to the end and like leave a little bit extra and cut it. And that's what you're going to work with. And now we can start adding like our beads, our clasps, and our tubes. And I'm going to show you the order, because it's really interesting. So I'm going to clip this in. And the first thing you need to put on is a tube. So if you're making a necklace similar, or if you're doing like clusters of beads, let's say you make this necklace and you want like 10 beads per like strand one. So you just, at this point, you would string on 10 beads. So I'm going to be using a tube. I'm going to get the tube on there. String it on. And if you're using curved beads, you can like hold this at like an angle like that to get it on. Because if you try to string it on while it's like this, it kind of like scrapes against your cord. So there's number one. And I'm going to be setting them all like right here. And so there's number one. I mean, let me clip this just to hold it. And then I'm going to put the clasp in. Oh, and then I need the ring, so I'm going to put my ring over there. So clasp. Right there. And so, and then I'm going to do my little thing, come over, boom. And now I'm going to put a tube. So I'm going to use like this part of, I'm just going to clip this right here just to hold the cord while I put the my next tube on. That way it just keeps everything nice with, tension throughout. And I might as well put my ring on because that's going to be next. I might as well just do that right now. So the ring. All right, let's get this straightened out. Hang on. So there's this would be like the second the tube for the second strand. I'm going to put this tube here, and now I'm going to put the ring here. And since I've come around here, now I'm going to put the tube on for the third strand. So let me do that right now. Okay, so there's number 3. I'm going to come around here. Here. Now this is where you need to go back through, because if you did a 3, you could stop and just finish it and you're done. But we need to go back through the hole in the clasp. So we're going to feed this through. Take this off. Let me scoot that down. Then come over and down and over, and now we put a tube on. So we get the tube, and then we have to go through the ring. So there we go, and I'll hold this here and get the end of the cord so I can get it through the ring, and then we put on, oops. Now we're going to put on the last tube, which will be the very bottom one. Isn't that crazy? And I mean, oh, did I put them all on already? Or oh yeah, here's the last one. I was wondering where it went. Okay. So there is the one that's going to be on the very bottom, and you just come down down, and clip. Now the knot that I'm going to be using is the coil knot. Let me scoop these down, and you want to like get it as like soft and pliable as you can. Let me work on this a little bit. Let me see if I have something. Oh, there's something here. Oh, this will work. Let's see. I think it'll work. No, because it's not round. Hmm. Just kind of like work it, girl. Okay. So I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm going to use probably like around, this is probably more than I need. Probably need about like 8 inches. So now we are going to zoom in here, and I'll show you how to do, if you know how to do the coil knot from like previous videos, then, you know, you could probably like skip ahead. But, oh my goodness. I like GS Hypo. Whoa, hang on, I need to put the coil knot on first. Well, I'll give that stuff some time to like ooze out. So I'm going to put my coil knot. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go 4 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take this out. And this one in. And you don't want to tighten it yet. Whoops, is that not in focus? There we go. All right, so let's scoop this down and get our, you want to be generous. You want to get it like all the way around. And I don't suggest using like super glue because it's just, no, I don't know. It doesn't do good with cotton. So I'm going to be very generous. I'm going to put it like on the bottom, on the insides, and just all the way around. And then I'm going to slide my knot over the glue and then tighten. And that is not going to go anywhere. And then you do the same thing to the other side. Let's scoot this down right there. And let's get our, where did it go? Oh, there it is. So yeah, so you always want to do the your coil knot first, because you want to leave the glue on, because some glues just dry very quickly, and you don't want it to start drying before you like get your knot on there. Okay, so there we go. So this side goes in this way, and this side goes in the other way, just like that. Don't tighten yet. Okay, let's get our glue on. Really be generous, because you got to remember that cotton absorbs glue, so you want to just make sure and get plenty of it in there. I mean, unlike leather, so you want to put like more glue on cotton than you normally would put on leather. So let's go. And I'm gonna try to get this lid on before this stuff goes completely crazy. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can do it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did it. I need to figure out if anyone knows how to like clean that mess up. Like send me the tip. Because I've heard all sorts of things and I've tried everything and nothing works. This glue is kind of has a mind of its own. So you like slide your knot over the glue and then tighten. Nice and tight. That's like I like to make this a little bit longer because that leverage really helps you like get like a really good grip. Okay, so now fun part. And the tips and tricks I'm going to share with you about the cotton cord. Okay. Let's get this off. And let me move my board over. Okay. So you're going to come in and trim off all the excess pieces of, and usually I would do this after it's dried, but you know, I want it to look pretty when I finish it here. And you could do like a lot of things with this. You could do tubes, you could do macrame on it. I mean, the sky is the limit. Okay, so tip and trick time. So the after you make it, the next thing you want to do is center the tubes. So let's lay this down and center everything. And see, the cotton cord usually has like sizing. You know, like when you buy like you go to the store and you buy some clothes, and you know they're so nice and like crunchy. Like cotton cord is like that. So there you have it. And one thing that I like to do, just to like give it like a really nice, like especially you know if it comes off a spool and it's like curly and it's kind of going nuts. What I do is I wet it. I just put the whole thing in water, just kind of move it around a bit, and then I just hang it out to dry. And after it's dried, it drapes really nicely like this one did. And it doesn't like damage the cord. I mean, if you take a shower in it like 1,000 times, yeah, it's gonna mess it up. But you know, just one little dunk in the water isn't going to do anything. And some of the like other things you can do is I'm just giving you guys ideas. You can make you could put a ring in a ring instead of like a clasp in a ring. You can make a ring in a ring, and then put like a macrame adjustable slide knot so you can like make it adjustable. And the other thing that you can do is you can make this top one like let's say it's short, and then add chain to it. I mean, there's just so many different things that you can do with this technique. Anyway, that is the tiered version of the multi-strand. I will see you guys in the next lesson.